So I'm DropAgeaR. Tonight my wife asked me to attach and give her the capabilities of audio within her helmet so she can start her actual own blog, video log for motorcycling. She's new to the sport. You can find her. She's going to be starting her own channel after she gets a little bit more comfortable on her bike. You can follow her at Nico Moto on YouTube. And if you're watching this, you already know I'm DropAgeaR. So I've already done some of the work ahead of time. Hindsight's 2020, but I thought I'd show you what we actually did. My wife's got I believe it's a 2020 Icon Air Flight. And one of the challenges that you have when you want to put a camera attached to your helmet, most people want to put it towards the front. Well, considering this has a full shield that goes all the way down to the chin, unless you put it on your visor, it's not the best place. You're covering up your vent holes and everything like that. So the next best option is either up on top, which gives you kind of a funky angle, in my opinion, or attaching it off to the side. Some of the things that you're going to want to have anyways, if you want to start recording your rides or whatever, I found this on Amazon. It's Axe Power. Comes with a bunch of different attachments and whatnot for different applications. It's got your 3M tapes, your actual mounting brackets that you'll attach to whatever. Various little arms and doodly-dats, just like that, and other things. You also have lanyards if you're afraid that your installation isn't the best. At least then you could save your GoPro from falling off your helmet. So what I've done so far to her helmet was to stage it, throw the 3M on, and then also attached one of the brackets here. That way we can attach her GoPro with the MediaMod straight to it. Just like that. So we've already dialed it in to where when she's looking forward, it's looking exactly what she's looking at. It's centered and everything like that. And also she's able to lift her mask. She's able to lift her mask without obstructing the view of the camera there. So the next step, well, before we do that, let me show you other application. When I was trying to mess around with my own, I have the Icon Armada. Sorry, the shield's a little bit bugified right now. I had a challenge on the front of this. It has a lot of texture and also sort of concaves, so the 3M tape wouldn't stick onto it properly, get a full grab onto the mask there. So I did a little bit of research and I came across this online, which is Sugru or Shugru, I don't know. But anyways, it's a moldable glue, which allows you to sort of mold your own mount, for lack of better terms. So I was able to put the Sugru on with the 3M tape initially, and then just molded this stuff around and let it cure for 24 hours. And this thing is now solid to where I can put my GoPro mount right to the front there. So that's another application. All right, so what you're joining us for this time around is we're going to be attaching the Purple Panda Mic lavalier to this, and we read a bunch of reviews online, and it looked like for the money and for what it is, Purple Panda was the way to go. I think I bought this for 30 bucks after tax, and that gives you 2 lavalier mics and some other attachments that come with it. A nifty little case here. So we're going to be attaching, comes with a, they call it a dead cat, but I found out unless you have a lot of wind, you probably don't need that. You have your extension, another dead cat, and more importantly, the lavalier and mic. So my wife is sitting right next to me, so I'm going to have her cut off these tags because I don't think we need them. So what we're going to do is try and find a place within the inside of the helmet that's going to allow for her to pick up the sound but not obstruct her vision, and hopefully not gather too much noise. From what I found in my helmet when it's closed is that your breath guard here, you can attach the mic right up to the front of it, right above your nose, and you won't get any it seems to reduce on the wind noise, but it also picks up your voice perfectly. So that's what we're going to do, try and hide some of the wires here. So it's got a little lanyard. Can you go grab me some zip ties? So first thing I want to do is the lavalier has a little alligator clamp here. I want to find a place that can attach to without getting too annoying. It's a trial by error. Every helmet's going to be just a tad bit different. Because you don't want this thing jabbing you in the face, but you also want to make sure that you're getting a good audio connection. And if you noticed, I think I found the sweet spot there. It actually sits below where your nose is going to be, so it shouldn't obstruct your vision. Alligator clip, we'll see if it bumps her face. If it does, we'll try and find a different spot, but I think this sits far enough in front of her face that it's not going to cause any problems. Next thing you want to do is run this to the inside and just drop it down and just pull it through. One nice thing about these helmets is that you can the padding on the inside is meant to be cleaned every so often, so they're all removable. So what we're going to do is pull this cheek pad off to the right, single snap it sounds like, and a little bit of Velcro. Perfect. So we're going to run that behind that snap, and the reason we want to run it behind the snap is so it doesn't pull out towards the front and get in her face. So we can hide that in there. Give yourself a little bit of slack just in case. And when you find it, hear that snap? It's in there. Now it's running off of the bottom, and we can easily run it up to here where we're going to zip tie all this extra stuff. Let's see. You got the zip ties there. Do you have wire snips as well, please? All right, so when you're working with stuff like this, a lot of times you want to make sure that you have just a little bit extra play in the cabling, just in case stuff pulls around and you get snagged or whatever. You don't want it to mess up your whole arrangement on the for your audio or your visual. So these are just cheap little plastic zip ties, and we're going to use this to actually attach to the armature for the GoPro. Oh, excuse me. So let's grab the Velcro that it came with. That way we can get it nice and bunched up. zip tie. One zip tie, two zip ties. Yeah, it's fine. Some snips. Let's get rid of the excess plastic here. Maybe. And there we go. Now the final step is to attach the Purple Panda directly to it. Wait till you hear the audible, little tiny audible snap. And when you're done, this is what you are left with. A little bit of slack. This you can hide in there a little bit. We'll do a little bit of fine tuning and hiding of the wiring, but you do want a little bit of extra play on each end, just for snags and everything, and so it can articulate. But yeah, for the most part, that's all that there is to it. Now remember, when you have a oh, that's right, one thing, my wife just was pointing at something. I had no clue what she was talking about or looking at. But one thing with GoPro is that you need a, I think they call it a TR connector. If you notice on here, the Purple Panda, you have 3 black rings. What you need is to order something. This one was from Amazon as well, really cheap. It's a TRRS female microphone adapter cable to a TRS male, and what that does is it reduces those rings from 3 down to 2, and that's what the MediaMod actually uses. So go ahead and attach that. Try and make this look a little nice and connect it there. We might even put another, let's throw another zip tie on it. Get a cleaner install. Oh, and by the way, the reason we're doing this video, it's not just for more content, but also my wife is part of a forum online of women riders, and I guess they approached her with a bunch of different questions on how to get audio into their helmets, and she mentioned that I had already accomplished that, no problem. So she told me to do a video, that way she can show her online buddies how to do it. And there you have it, folks. Completely set up for vlogging. Also, the way my wife has this set up right now, apart from the way mine is set up right now, is I was having problems with, since it's just hanging there, I should do a better job of installing this. I'll probably do something about it. But anyways, there's constant tension on this when it's hanging downward off of the GoPro. So what I actually used was the same Sugru stuff, and attached it to my MediaMod, so it actually wouldn't pull out anymore. So it's on there, and it's just silicone. I still have access to everything else on there, but remember, if you do this, it also means that the onboard mic isn't going to work. It can only work with this external when you do this. It's completely reversible. You can take it off, but it's probably going to be a pain. So if you have any questions, comments, please let me know. I'll try and, if my wife makes a channel in time, I'll try and leave a link to her channel, Nico Moto. Also, you'll see a lot of stuff like this from my father-in-law. He's going to be helping us out with this stuff. And he is Waffle Moto. And if you can, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Like the video if you like it. You may not like it. Don't hit the like. But anyways, hopefully you hit the like, and if you want notifications on my next video, go ahead and click that bell. I appreciate you. Peace.